Hello, I'm Peter Dean. Welcome to the Channel 7 studios. During our behind-the-scenes visit, we'll see the day-to-day operations and the technical equipment required to bring television entertainment into your own home. Come with me and I'll show you. I must warn you, though, we start in quite an unusual location. This is TAA's Flight 2, arriving at Perth Airport. One of the ways programs are shown on television is from film or videotape, and these arrive as TAA air cargo. The 727 has on board the film and television videotape required by Channel 7 for telecast during the next day or so's transmission. Our man at the airport sometimes makes several trips a day to the freight terminal, collecting and dispatching program material. Back at the studio, it's handed over to the film vault officer, who keeps track of all program material going to and from the station. This is the film vault. It's a secure place to keep film and videotape until it's wanted to be played on air. The vault is like a bank, but it's for programs instead of money. When it comes time for the program material to go to air, in this case, it's a film, we take it from the vault for inspection, cleaning and timing. It's queued, labelled and stored in a two-way cupboard, ready for use by the technical operators. The film program is then taken to the waiting film projector, which is linked by mirrors to a video camera inside the machine. It's called a telecine chain. It changes 16mm film pictures into electronic images, which can then be transmitted. Videotape is loaded onto the videotape machine in much the same manner. In this case, the 2-inch wide videotape is scanned at high speed across the moving tape by 4 magnetic heads. This scanning process changes the magnetic video information from the tape into electronic images, which are again capable of being transmitted to air. In the Program Coordination Centre, the program controller is contacted by the technical operators who give him the allocation of program to the various video machines.
There's machine allocations. You ready yet?
Yes, ready to take them down.
Come in.
Okay, Mesh is on Telecity 1B. Sons and Daughters will be on tape 1 and Country Practice on tape 2.
Right, thanks.
Okay.
Yes.
This information is loaded into the memory bank of the program switcher, which starts the machines on cue and shows them to air. Well, so far, we haven't mentioned anything about commercials, which, of course, are the lifeblood of television stations, such as ours here at Channel 7. All commercials supplied by advertisers, whether on film or videotape, are transferred to carts or cartridges. This is a cart. It's short for cartridge videotape. It's a 2-inch tape, but only for video items up to 5 minutes in length. Carts play in this special videotape machine, which is really 2 video recorders in one. As one recorder is replaying, the second transport is rewinding and selecting new material from its cartridge storage system. The machine is programmable so that it can play, if necessary, up to 24 carts, one after the other, without a break. Cart machines not only record and play commercials, they're used for news and promotional material too. Well, how does the picture and sound get to your television set at home? At this stage, the video signal is still very low in power, and transmission aerials built here at Stuart Hill would lack elevation to be well received over the entire viewing area. Now, the viewing area extends in a wide arc of about 100 kilometres from Perth, and in some cases, Channel 7 signal is received much further away. This is the microwave transmitter, and this dish is the antenna, which sends the video signal from the television station here at Stuart Hill to the main transmitter on top of the Darling Range at Bickley. On a clear day, the transmitter mast can be seen from the metropolitan area. It's the one in the middle. Let's see what it's like at the transmitter. 45 metres above the ground is the first platform. It's another 95 metres to the top of the transmitter tower. For a comparison, it's roughly the same height as the AMP building in the city. Views are not bad either. However, we're not planning a trip to the top today. The receiving antenna dish picking up the picture and sound signals from the studio some 27 kilometres away passes them down to the main transmitter below. The top of the aerial section of the transmitter is nearly 500 metres above sea level. The height gives great range to this line-of-sight type transmission. It's effectively radiating 100 kilowatts of signal power. The power itself is being generated by transmitters which are housed in this building behind me. The signal from the studio is received by this microwave receiver here and then passed along to the main transmitters which are housed in these cabinets here. There are two of them and they have the power of 10 kilowatts each. However, only one is operating into the aerial at any one time. The signal is amplified greatly in the transmitter, which we've just seen, and passed by these coaxial cables to the radiating elements of the aerial 105 metres above us. The effective radiating energy in the aerial is the equivalent of 1,000 electric heaters, and the time taken to get from the studio to the transmitter and then to your home is virtually instantaneous. By the magic of television, let's go back to the studio. Well, here we are. We've landed back in Studio 1. While we're here, let's have some fun. Lights! That's better. Now we can see what's going on. Well, I'll just tell them, excuse me for just a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, all our viewers are with us this evening for a tour of the station. Would you please make them welcome? Well, enthusiastic, aren't they? Now what's missing? Oh, I know. Cameras. Okay, let's have some action. Boy, this is a bit of all right. Studio 1 here at Channel 7 is nearly 400 square metres in area. In fact, it's the largest of our 4 studios. Most live shows are telecast from here, and this of course, means that shows like Telethon, Turpie Tonight, Fat Cat's Fun Time Show, and The Late Late Breakfast Show, whose set you can see here in the corner behind me. Studio 1 is 12 metres high and contains a very sophisticated lighting system. Lamps can be raised and lowered from the roof using electric hoists. Sound pickup is sometimes achieved with a boom microphone. This is the microphone, the boom, and the boom operator. Sound is picked up by other methods too, like this radio microphone. This is the actual transmitter here, and this is the antenna or aerial. Sometimes we use this little lapel microphone, which is very, very versatile and allows someone like myself to move around the studio without any encumbrances. Well, this is the control room for Studio 1. It has a commanding view of the studio, which is right behind me. The lighting director is in charge of the brightness and positioning of all the lights in the studio. From his position, he can switch on and preset for both intensity and location any lamp required for the production. Next to him is the technical director. Now, he's responsible for the quality control of the colour pictures of all the television cameras operating from the studio. He adjusts the light level and matching of the video pictures leaving the studio for recording or for live broadcast. In charge of coordinating the production in terms of artistic interpretation and timing, the director instructs the studio's cameras and floor manager.
Weet-Bix from Sanitarium.
Good.
Thank you. I've never seen 2 eggs come up before like that. Sorry, Bet. Some people
Audience
have all
one?
the bad luck,
No?
don't they? We're very lucky today because we have John Vickery with us. And John is the chief winemaker and manager of Leo Buring's Chateau Lyonnais, which is in Tanunda in South Australia. John, thanks very much for being with us. John, I've always sort of had this image of a winemaker of being a crusty man with a great big long beard who hangs around cellars. You don't look like that.
Next to the director sits the PA, which is short for production assistant. She controls the timing and coordination of personnel in the production. No production is complete without sound. Closed off from the main control room is audio. However, they're very much in touch with proceedings with a continuous talkback link. Audio operators control all microphones into any studio. They also play music and effects from either cassette, tape, or disc.
I'll give you a demonstration, Peter. Opening music. Ted Ball's intro.
And now, your host, Ted.
And applause.
Hello, having a nice tour. We are just putting on our final touches of makeup before we pop into the studio. You right, Ellie?
Yes, I think so.
It'll take a little bit longer, you know.
Come on. Fat Cat, I think they're waiting for us.
I'm sure they are.
Oh, got a bit bits and pieces.
You've got your beater.
Yeah, come on.
Fat Cat, grab your bag.
Grab your bag.
And we're away.
Okay, Ali, keep the cat ready. Stand by.
Okay, guys, let's make this nice and bright. Yes, you need that. Come on.
Uh-oh. Oh, take it easy. It's going to be one of those shows.
Stand by. Tape is rolling. Here we go. Stand by. Fat Cat Fun Time Show number 25. Take one.
Radio station 6IX also has its studios here at Stuart Hill. And 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, they're on the air. Well, I wonder who's in the studio at the moment. Let's go and have a look. Hey, Pete, can we come in and have a look?
Yeah, sure. Come on down.
Well, Pete Brown, we'd like you to say a very good evening to our viewers.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Welcome along to the 6IX studios. Nice to see everyone.
Well, Pete, you're the evening announcer on 6IX. You've played thousands and thousands of records over the years. What would be your favourite recording artists?
Well, in 12 years of radio, Peter, yes, I have played thousands and thousands of records over the years. But I think you can't go past the likes of the Rolling Stones, the Beatles and Elvis Presley. Of course, three of the great all-time recording artists of history.
As a nighttime announcer, do you get much chance to sleep during the day?
I probably sleep too much, to be quite honest. Getting to bed about 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah.
Okay, Peter. Oh, look, I see your record's about to finish over there.
Thank you very much, Peter. Okay. There we go. It's finishing now. 1080, 6IX, with Pete Brown playing more of your favourites right now. Wuthering Heights from Kate Bush.
Commercial television cannot exist without the sponsor or advertiser. Every television program contains commercials, and those responsible for contacting advertisers are the sales executives. They arrange for their clients to buy advertisements on television. They also advise clients or their advertising agencies on the best rates and the best time to buy and place their advertisements. They also sell sponsorships of certain programs.
Yes, and I've been able to get your spot this week in the Sunday Theatre, which, as you know, is one of the best rating programs that we have. So in addition to your normal weekly schedule, that should really give you a boost in sales this week.
There's a section of the sales department who'll make commercials on behalf of clients. They'll create for the client a suitable commercial with the help of staff, commercial producers, directors and artists. Studio 2 here at Channel 7 is almost wholly devoted to the making of television commercials.
3, 2, 1.
Now Big Rock are giving even better deals and huge cash discounts.
We will give you more money for your trade-ins on Toyota sedans and wagons, commercial and recreational vehicles. Don't miss out. Come on out.
The whole thing is edited together using a modern CMX videotape editing suite. The craft of the television videotape editor is highly specialised and uses the very latest assembly techniques, which all combine to give you a very viewable, sometimes entertaining, but always a selling commercial.
Approximately 50,000 people as umpire Ross Capes bounces the ball for the 1981 Grand Final. Claremont kicking to the left of the screen and Rioli takes the first kick. It's a high one, straight up in the air. Beecroft underneath it. Oh, the mark's been paid.
When we take viewers to the action at Subiaco Oval, or any outside broadcast for that matter, a lot of planning and prior preparation takes place. we virtually put a sound and vision control room on wheels. And lock, stock and barrel with all its associated parts, we take it to the game. The engineering department plays a very active role in all this work. Hours earlier, when you and I were having breakfast, or sometimes days before, the engineers, technicians and crew have been setting up the outside broadcast cameras. Sound technicians and operators are connecting microphones and running cables.
Position to OB van on Commentator 1 program. How do you read it? Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Engineers align the microwave transmitter that will carry the sound and vision signals to the studio for broadcast or recording.
6 VWOB links to mass control. We're ready to do a pan and tilt if you are.
Yeah, okay, Lynx, go ahead. Do your pan first. It's coming in. Yeah, no, go on through it. Go back. Lock it off there.
The best I can get on the meters up here, Steve.
That's fine. Before we had about 10% noise, now it's down to fairly measurable.
Sometimes the signal has to be sent via a repeater station. And there's a permanent one here at the top of the AMP building here in St George's Terrace in the city. Many locations in the city and suburban areas prevent TV signals from being sent direct to Tuart Hill because terrain or buildings get in the way. But from here, we can see a great percentage of the Perth area making it very convenient to send our signal to the studio.
I support that policy. If it's changed, then I don't regard the issue as being so important as to cause me great heartbreak or hardship.
And the camera pictures and sound from the microphones are sent via the Channel 7 news cruiser to the studio via the AMP repeater. News is, of course, recorded as well.
68
so
band of news.
Let's follow the action.
Yes, Pete.
You have a new job for us?
Yes, I have. Will you go to Construction House that's in Havelock Street, West Perth? There's a press conference with the Federal Minister for Housing, Chris Herford.
Until that legislation goes through, there would always be uncertainty about some elements of it. And so that's why we could not make it retrospective.
When the tape is brought back to the studio, it goes to editing. The journalist completes the introduction of the story and any other parts that have to be written. Often, the journalist and the editor discuss the story with newsreader Peter Waltham to decide on treatment.
Stand by. Stand by VC2.
Good evening, everyone. In our studios tonight, an enthusiastic group of our viewers who are having a look over the Channel 7 complex. We're with you.
This has been a small part of the day-to-day running of the station. It's a very interesting and a very complex one. Many skills have worked together to present it for you, combining the speed and interest of news, the excitement of sport, the popularity of press, shows and movies, all together make television a complete entertainment medium that is now poised to enter its 25th year. That's right, 25 years of television. Many of us cannot remember when we did not have it to enjoy in the comfort of our own home. For now, it's good night, and thanks for coming out to see us.
We're with you, and everything we do for you. We're with you, and everything we see, we bring to you. Every game we play for you. Channel 7, we're with you. We're with you, helping you to say what's on your mind. We're with you, supporting every dream for you. Channel 7's team, we bring you through.